Imagine this. My own mother staring at my fiancé's phone screen, her face turning white, then red. She grabs my arm, voice shaking, and hisses, "Cancel the wedding.
Right now."
You'll regret marrying him for the rest of your life." I didn't scream back. I didn't defend him. I just looked at her, then at Marcus, and walked out of the room without a single word. 3 days later, she was the one pounding on my apartment door, tears streaming, begging me to listen. What she discovered flipped her entire world upside down. And it all started with one number on a bank app. Before we continue with this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for updates. Picture this. Paris at sunset, the Eiffel Tower sparkling behind us. Marcus drops to one knee, ring in hand, eyes locked on mine. I said yes before he even finished asking. Pure magic. We'd met 2 years earlier in a tiny coffee shop. He was the guy who tipped extra, smiled quietly, never bragged. He paid for dates without flashing cash, drove a beat-up old car, lived in a modest apartment. I loved that about him. Grounded.
Real.
Wedding planning flew by. Flowers, venue, dress, everything perfect. Then Mom insisted on meeting the family finances for security reasons. Marcus hesitated but opened his banking app. Balance, just over $2,000. Mom's face froze, then exploded. She dragged me into the hallway. "Cancel the wedding, Lena. He's broke. He's using you. You'll wake up one day hating me for not stopping this." I looked straight at her, said nothing, turned and walked away. But the real bomb was about to drop. Ever tried holding the biggest secret of your life while your mom screams you're making the worst mistake ever? That's me for the next 3 days. She bombarded my phone. Texts. Voicemails. "He's a gold digger, Lena. Broke men always are. You'll end up supporting him forever." The irony almost made me laugh, except it hurt. I overheard her on the phone with my aunt. "My daughter is throwing her future away on some nobody with $2,000 to his name." Each word felt like a slap. Marcus stayed calm. He pulled me close that night and whispered, "Let her think what she wants. The truth will hit her harder than any argument." I kept planning the wedding in secret. Dress fittings, vows, cake tasting, all while Mom cried poverty and betrayal. Then, 3 days before the ceremony, my doorbell started shaking. Pounding. Non-stop. "Lena, open this door right now." Her voice cracked.
Desperate.
Terrified. What the hell had happened? Have you ever seen someone go from judge to beggar in under 60 seconds? That's exactly what happened when I cracked the door open. Mom stood there, mascara streaked, hands trembling. "Lena, please. Tell me it's not too late. Tell me I didn't ruin everything." I let her in. She collapsed onto the couch, words tumbling out. After I walked away that day, she couldn't let it go. She dug
deep.
Bank records, public filings, old business articles. And there it was. Marcus hadn't been broke at all. He'd sold his tech startup quietly 2 years ago for 8 figures. The low balance account? Just a personal spending one he kept minimal on purpose. To live normal. To spot people who loved money more than him. The woman who'd called him a gold digger now realized she'd almost chased away a millionaire. She grabbed my hands. "Forgive me. Don't cancel. He's perfect for you." I stared at her, heart pounding. But I still had one card left to play. What did I do? I looked my mom straight in her tear-filled eyes and smiled. "I knew, Mom. I've known for over a year." Her mouth fell open. Marcus and I had talked about it early on. He showed me everything. The 8-figure payout. The quiet life he chose so gold diggers wouldn't swarm. We agreed to keep it private. Real love first. Flashy money never. "You judged him in 10 seconds, I said, voice steady but shaking inside. "Called him worthless. Tried to rip my happiness away. Money doesn't erase that." She sobbed harder, apologizing over and over. I let her, but I also set the line. "I forgive you enough to keep you in my life. But respect comes first from now on."
No more checking accounts.
No more ultimatums. She nodded like her life depended on it. The wedding went ahead exactly as planned. But our family? That was never going to be the same again. So here we are. The woman who screamed, "Cancel the wedding," at the top of her lungs, ended up begging on her knees 3 days later to make sure it happened. The irony still hits hard. She thought she was protecting me from a broke future. Instead, she almost cost me the best man I've ever known. We said our vows. Marcus and I, surrounded by flowers, family, and one very humbled mother in the front row. Real love isn't measured in bank balances. It's built on trust, patience, and sometimes swallowing your pride when you're dead wrong. Mom's still learning that lesson. Every day. Have you ever had someone try to sabotage your happiness, only to beg you to keep it later? Drop your story in the comments. Hit like if this hit home. Subscribe for more twists you won't see coming. See you in the next one.